My friend, the legend. We are here and we are ready to the third. And we have surprise.
That 14 of your main event fighters all lost this year?
Bruh.
14 fighters!
Bruh.
It happened again last week with Sandy Ryan, and the week before with AJ, and the week before when Shakur got hurt, and the week before when Berlanga got destroyed. Here's a look.
Boxing is a sport where everything can change in an instant. No one knows that better than Eddie Hearn, one of the most famous promoters in the game. But lately it seems like the once unshakable Hearn is on the ropes. After Anthony Joshua's shocking loss, Hearn's fortunes took a hit, and the losses haven't stopped there, with defeat after defeat piling up for Hearn's fighters, his rivals, especially Oscar de la Hoya.
Say one nice thing about all these promoters. Eddie Hearn.
One nice thing about Eddie Hearn?
Have been circling like sharks in the La Hoya. He's been vicious. Every stumble that Hearn has made, Oscar has been right there making sure the world knows about it. This isn't just a rivalry anymore, it's personal. La Hoya has gone as far as to openly mock Hearn's entire promotional career, throwing jabs like promoting is not your job.
However, this was another huge L for Eddie Hearn,
Bruh.
who is literally 0-11 to Frank Warren this year.
Bruh.
This continues the Matchroom curse, meaning if you sign with Matchroom, you're either guaranteed to lose.
For De La Hoya, Hearn's recent string of failures is proof that he doesn't belong at the top anymore. But it wasn't just Joshua's loss that started Hearn's downward spiral. The real blow came when one of his top fighters, Dmitry Bivol, lost in a fight that no one saw coming.
I think about rematch, we should ask boxing fans, do they want this rematch?
Yes.
If they want, I would like to give this rematch, and I would like to get this chance, of course, again.
Yeah, I mean, His Excellency said, wrong decision, we do a rematch.
Dmitry Bivol defeat wasn't just a bad night for Hearn, it was a wake-up call for the entire boxing world. People started questioning Hearn's capabilities as a producer, and it didn't take long for the fallout to hit hard. One of the biggest blows, Turkish businessman Alek Alek, who had been a crucial partner for Hearn, chose to sever after Ball's loss. Alalshikh, with his deep pockets and strong power, was a massive supporter of Hearn's operations. Losing him wasn't just a setback, it was a disaster, and you better believe Oscar de la Hoya wasted no time sinking his teeth into this juicy development. With Alalshikh on, the La Hoya went in for the kill, delivering verbal body shots to Hearn's already battered image.
Buddy Devin Haney in the crowd at Wembley. Eddie, you can't build a fighter to save your life.
Bruh.
Anthony Joshua had the world at his fingertips, and you found a way to fumble his career.
You're a disgrace as a promoter, Eddie de la Hoya fired, referencing the 15 consecutive defeats Hearn's fighters had faced. De la Hoya didn't hold back, implying that Hearn's time at the top was officially over. This wasn't just trash talk, it was a declaration that Hearn's era of dominance in boxing might be finished.
And you always bring up the fact that Canelo hates me? Yes, me brother. It doesn't change the fact that I promoted him for 10 years and built him from scratch in the US. Canelo was with you for 8 fights and dumped you because you're incompetent and incapable of doing your job.
Then came the knockout blow. Alek Alalshikh, Hearn's former partner, announced that he would be partnering with none other than the La Hoya going forward for Oscar. This wasn't just a win, it was a game-changing moment. Alalshikh's financial clout, combined with the La Hoya's promotional skills, now presents a formidable force in the boxing world. Together, they aim to shape the future of the sport. But here's where things get even more interesting. Alek isn't just partnering with Delao for the sake of it, he has a vision, and it's big. Alek has made it clear that his ultimate goal is to create a singular boxing league that would bring all the top fighters under one roof. This could completely change the way boxing works, and it's something that traditional promoters like Hearn and De La Hoya need to take seriously.
Queensberry against Matchroom again, 5 versus 5. We will finish it maybe in this week with big surprise. And then let's see the result about this fight and the result of the big fight, the 21 of December, Usyk Tyson.
Okay, so you got a lot of big plans.
Yeah, Joshua, Dubois, Tyson, Usyk, everyone.
If Alalshikh's vision becomes reality, there might not be room for them in the new boxing environment. While Hearn and De La Hoya are busy trading punches in the media, Alek is rising as a real powerhouse in the boxing world. His deep pockets and ambition make him a force to be reckoned with.
I don't know in America how it works with restraining orders and stuff like that, but it is getting to the point now where with Oscar, I'm starting to become a little bit fearful for my own safety in terms of that
Simon Jordan, a well-known commentator on TalkSport, has already asked an interesting question: if Al-Sheikh has the ability to financially outmaneuver the sport's traditional promoters, what use does he have for them? Jordan's point is a valid one, and it's one that Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren, another legendary promoter, should be paying close attention to. The days when promoters held all the cards might be coming to an end, and if Al decides to move forward without them, Hearn and De La Hoya could find themselves left out in the cold.
I don't like those people that pretend they're so happy, but actually they're burning inside. Go on,
Said I don't have stars? Well, who's this? Fuck you.
Oscar De La Hoya works for DAZN, so he's a fucking complete idiot, to be honest with you, because his job is to put on good fights for DAZN, and he hasn't really done that with Jaime Munguia, is he? I mean, it's probably the worst managed career I've ever seen in the history of boxing.
Eddie Hearn isn't the type to go down without a fight, despite the relentless criticism from De La Hoya and the growing power of Al-Sheikh. Hearn believes that his role as a promoter is still critical to the sport of boxing. According to Hearn, the day-to-day management of fighters, events, and negotiations still requires the expertise of someone in his position. We're running a global sports business, Hearn said recently, protecting his place in the boxing world. But is it enough? De La Hoya doesn't think so. He's been relentless in his jabs at Hearn, even suggesting that maybe Eddie should consider a career change, maybe real estate, or how about car sales. He's got that slick talking thing going on. The Lao has sneered these jabs are hitting hard because right now it feels like the La Hoya star is rising while Hearn's is fading.
It's the segment of the week where I pretend I'm really happy, but I'm burning inside. Come on, AJ, he's the best build fighter of all time. But Golden Boy, who have you got left? Canelo's gone. He hates you. He sued you. Jaime Munguia, you pretend you represent him. You don't. He's gone to Top Rank. Virgil Ortiz sold a couple of thousand tickets and Ryan Garcia's banned. And now you're being sued again by Devin Haney. Have a great day.
Here's the twist: Oscar De La Hoya might be riding high right now, but he's not immune to the pressures of boxing changing power dynamics. Al-Sheikh's ambitions are massive, and if the Lawa can't deliver on the expectations of this new relationship, he could find himself facing the same fate as Hearn.
Look, Turkey is trying to make the best fights that everybody wants to see.
Al-Sheikh isn't in the business of loyalty, he's in the business of creating the biggest, most profitable events in the sport, and if the Lao can't keep up, he could be next on the chopping block. This partnership has a lot of promise, but it also comes with high stakes. De La Hoya might be enjoying the spotlight for now, but he knows that the future of boxing is shifting fast, and if he doesn't change with it, his time at the top could be short-lived.
Tell me one fighter that is a star that they have, and don't say Virgil Ortiz.
Eddie Hearn knows that his back is against the wall, but he's not out of the game yet. He's banking on the future stars of boxing to help him make a comeback. Fighters like Shakur Stevenson, Jaron Butsis, and Jesse Bam Rodriguez are all under the Makroom banner, and Hearn thinks they're the key to his resurgence. But there's no guarantee of success. Shakur Stevenson, for example, had yet to secure that breakout fight that would solidify his place as a top-tier star. His upcoming fight against William Zappa could be a make-or-break moment for both Stevenson and Hearn. He could lose to Zappa, Hearn revealed recently, showing just how unpredictable the boxing world can be. Jaron Boots Andis, another rising star, also faces the same task. While Boots has incredible talent, he hasn't yet had the chance to face a big-name opponent. Hearn knows that in order to succeed, he has to secure these fights, and time is running out. Then there's Jesse B.N.G. Rodriguez, the WBC Super Flyweight champion. Bam has already started making waves in the sport, and Hearn is pinning a lot of his hopes on this young champion. The bottom line is this: the world of boxing is changing, and the traditional promoters who have been running the show for decades are now at risk of being pushed aside. Al-Sheikh's growing effect, the unpredictable outcomes of future fights, and the fierce rivalry between Eddie Hearn and Oscar De La Hoya are all playing a part in this seismic shift. For now, Hearn is still standing, but with so many factors working against him, from De La Hoya's cutting criticism to Al-Sheikh's financial muscle, the question remains: how much longer can he hold on? The next few months could very well decide the future of boxing's power structure. Will Eddie Hearn stage a comeback, or are we watching the end of his reign? One thing's for sure: the stakes have never been higher, and the entire boxing world is watching. Okay guys, for the best reports on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality material, and check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.